Hi everyone, Matt from Cambridge Longbows here. I haven't done a tool review for a while, so I thought I'd do one now. I've just got some new files and rasps, so I thought I'd show you what they do, how they work, and which ones I prefer. So, starting off with standard rasps and files, it's just very simple. You've got teeth that stick out at quite an angle. This is a full round rasp, so very aggressive, and it tears the wood. So you can make a lot of progress very quickly with one of these. That's a round. This is half round and flat on the other side. Ooh. Again, you get a lot of gouging out of the wood, so this takes a lot of finishing when you're done with it. So that'll take a lot of sanding. If I can get it to focus. It's very rough, lots of stuff on the back here. Okay, so that's standard rasp. Next we have these little things. Now these are, I've talked about these before and I didn't like them. I've since been using them quite a lot and I've completely changed my mind. So these are microplanes. You can buy standard rasps from pretty well anywhere else. The only place I've come across so far which sells the microplanes is Ackminster online. So these are a completely different kettle of fish. They're like a cheese grater and they cut the timber away incredibly quickly. Easily as quick as a rasp, a normal rasp. And because it cuts, you get a much smoother finish. So you don't then have to spend as much time sanding it down. This is just a standard flat one. A lot of people say, oh, they're a bit like a surf form. They're nothing like a surf form. Again, watch this. Oops. You're digging into that very, very quickly indeed. So again, we got the difference in there. You still have the fluff and stuff coming off the bottom here, but you have a much, much cleaner cut. Okay, the ones I've just got, which are also fun, which are new, and some new I haven't even had a chance to put a handle on. Now these are called dreadnought files. I'd never come across these before until someone recently recommended them. So rather than having a file where you have a crisscross pattern work on it, these are semicircular ridges. So I don't know if you can see that, if it'll focus, will it behave? It might do. So this is the half round, and this strange looking beast is the flat. Okay. So, same principle as the others, but you've got the teeth, which are half round, so, yeah, off we go. Good, but definitely nowhere near as effective as the microplanes. I'll just have a little go with this one as well. This is the half round, so I'll come next to it. Again, there's quite a lot of tearing. And an awful lot more work. So you're really not getting anywhere quickly with those. I think I will use them because they're a lot harder to go wrong with. So these, if you're working for a finer not a finer finish, if you're working with a finer margin, so if you're working something down much more carefully, these are going to be a better choice, because these things are so aggressive. And if they're just, I mean, same sort of time, you've just taken so much wood away. They're very good. So depending on what you're doing, you'll want different tools. At the moment, I'm mostly using the microplanes because you get a much, I'm being very careful, but you get a much better finish with them before you then sand off. So, yeah, you can get them in flat. This is a coarse cut one, the teeth are slightly bigger. This one is slightly smaller, so it's a little bit finer working, but don't be fooled, this still removes a lot of wood very, very quickly indeed, so you've got to be careful. And then this little chap, I'm so glad I bought. This is the half round, so I use this for finishing off the handles, where the handles sweep out in the pyramid bows that I make, because you can really get into the sweep there. And as long as you're very careful, because you have to do it, rough it round rather than just in one place, worth its weight in gold. Again, these I've still got to get used to, but I think they're going to be very useful for closer work. where I've got to be more careful and take my time more. And there's always a place for standard rasps, you know, they're very, very good. You can pick them up relatively cheaply. So they're all good. My favourite, microplanes. Again, I get them from Axminster, but you can probably get them other places. So thank you for watching. Hope this has helped.